you were the woman who made the allegations that celebrity Sandra Bullock has your child.
Correct. And I see a celebrity in the hallway. And then I see the doctor injecting. I seen Sandra Bullock. She was there at the hospital the same day I was rushed by ambulance. My ambulance report is also backing me up saying April the 17th. So why is the medical record saying June 17th? That's a 2 months different, right? And then why is Sandra Bullock saying Lewis' real age is 13 when in reality Lewis is an identical twin brother and his real age is 15 years old? That's a 2-year difference. And then she stole my son out the hospital, named him Lewis Birdo Bullock. If you Google that name, you will see a black basketball player that's from Washington, D.C. with the jersey 22 on.
Wait. So are you saying Sandra Bullock has your son?
Sandra Bullock was there at the hospital, and the boy that she has is identical to my son that lives with me. You can look on my page and you will see all the pictures.
Okay, hold on. So Sandra Bullock, the celebrity son, is your biological son.
It's my biological.
So Miracle is back. He's back with an update, talking more about this story.
I'm just overwhelmed because me all the way in DC and we got to keep traveling to go hunt her down, to go to different courthouses to file the papers, because me been filed in DC and they keep giving me the runaround. So I have drove to New Orleans to that courthouse and it ain't lead me nowhere. So now he's telling me I need to go to where she ran to, that's Texas. So
when you were here on the show the first time, there was a lot of conversation about your allegations. Some people said that the birth dates didn't line up because there was like a People magazine cover and either her son is older or younger than the age that you claimed. So they're like, this possibly can't be your child.
Pictures, Kendra. You can take a picture anytime.
Saying that Lewis is 14, I believe, and they're saying that she adopted Lewis in 2000 and I want to say 10, if I'm not mistaken. But she's a celebrity. She got money. She's obligated to lie and pay her way through things. The boys are identical. Like I said before, she was there at the hospital directly outside of my operating room with photographers taking pictures.
Okay. And why can't
they was outside of your operating room with the photographers? That would be evidence.
True. Or, that's true. That's like a paper trail, right?
They're just waiting outside of your operating room.
But the picture is a picture. You could take a picture. Pictures don't age, per se. You take a picture of a baby 3 months and then 5 months later say, oh yeah, he's 3 months. Yeah, in the picture he's 3 months. Or in the picture he could be however old, whatever age he is. You can frame that and present that in a multitude of ways. That doesn't, Now when we talking about live, like, okay, he's 5 or he's 7, but he's supposed to be 5. Like that would be kind of crazy. Like that's gonna look a little crazy. Like, wait a minute. Like, but a picture, you could dupe that, or once the picture's taken is whenever you present it. You understand what I'm trying to say? But anyway, let us continue.
Why hasn't anybody been able to force a DNA that could just confirm these allegations?
That's what I want to know, Kendra. I can't afford a lawyer, so me file on my own. I file my civil cases, and it's like they're violating my constitutional rights. It's like they don't want me to be heard, but I'm not giving up. I'm still not giving up. I've still been fighting. And like I said before, she's denying the DNA test. Like, if you never stole my child and you have nothing to hide, why deny the DNA test?
A couple things. I mean, well, first of all, if there's no truth to it, I'm not going to entertain it, right? I'm not just giving a DNA test if I know my child's my child. Well, we know it's not her child physically because it's a black boy. I want to look at this because I do remember there are some people who believed you. There are some people who did not. So when was your child born again?
My boys were born in 2008.
Okay.
The same day Pope Benedict came to Washington, D.C. to the Nats Ballpark Stadium. That would have been April the 17th, 2008. My son that lives with me, his birth certificate is wrong too. So that's
only thing. Okay, I want to just stop there real quick. So 2008, okay. So this is the People magazine cover that you claim this is your son, correct? Mm-hmm. Now this cover was published in 2010.
Okay,
so this is a baby.
That doesn't mean anything.
Around stuff. And
Lord,
like I said before,
mercy.
She posted another little baby on the internet. That's not my son either. People have to pay attention. She's using
but just real quick, not to cut you off. You claim that this one was your son. Mm-hmm. But this is 2 years after your son was born.
She's obligated to do sneaky stuff. People with money can do stuff like that.
It's a simple explanation.
But this is People magazine. Like they're like when she had this baby, this was that year, right?
She didn't have the baby.
This was your son.
First, she look, gang. She never was pregnant. So there's no timeline on that. Like she didn't have the baby. I could take a picture of my nephew 7 months right now. I could take a picture of him right now at 7 months and present that a year later. In that picture, he's still 7 months. When it comes out and when we publish and all, that's secondary. Like that doesn't matter. It's the live application. Like if he's supposed to be 7, by what his mother Miracle says, and he's in kindergarten, that's gonna look crazy. But a still picture, anybody can manipulate that. The picture could be if the baby was 3 months in that picture. If you take that picture when the baby is 3 months old, baby's 90 days old, and they don't put this article out for another 8 months, the baby's still the same age in the picture. Hello, you idiot. And this is the journalist, though. Like that, I don't think that's the catch that you're looking for. We have to see him in a live environment. He's supposed to be going to pre-K, and he looks like he's 7 years old. He looks like he's about to go to 3rd grade. That's gonna look crazy. But a picture? Come on, man. Let's continue, man.
Oh, I'm assuming he would look older than right here.
No, the dates are just wrong. I mean, their dates, they're putting People magazine just like it was another magazine on People's, and you can't find that magazine no more. That was given to me inside of a hospital by a police officer from Jamaica. The magazine was a People's cover. On that magazine cover was my son again, and she said Michelle Bombshell, the lesbian, gave her the baby inside the hospital worth $1.1 billion. I never gave her my baby.
Hold on now. Ma'am.
What?
Michelle the Bombshell. Your baby was worth $1.1 billion?
$1 billion? Nah. Nope. Gotta call cap on that one.
Where would Sandra Bullock get $1.1 billion for your child when she probably could have went to Africa or wherever they be going?
Country for 1.1 billion. She could have bought a country of Africans for 1.1 billion.
That magazine, you can't even find it no more. That's why I said people with money is powerful. They do stuff that make people look crazy. But Kendra, in reality, that is my son. He came out of me first, and then my son that lived with me came out a few minutes later.
If this is your first time hearing Miracle's story, she was on the show before. How many kids do you have, Miracle?
We have 5.
You have 5 kids. And when, I asked everybody about the children, how many men, and then we got into the story of, I got to say these are allegations that we cannot prove. I have to say that she had twins. She gave birth to twins. And your allegation is one of your children was stolen at the hospital and given to Sandra Bullock to be, to adopt. And all these years, so this is how many years now in the making?
16 years straight.
16 years in the making. So the great thing is this. If this is your son at the age of 18, this story has been over the internet so much. I'm quite sure he might get aware of it, might see it. Maybe he'll be willing. But I will say this. I have to just be honest. A lot of things don't line up. And I know what you're saying, that you don't have money, right? To get a lawyer. But there are lawyers that take on cases pro bono when they feel enough faith in the allegations, right? Because
you know what, as I watch this again, what if she just came on this show trying to get Kendra to send a Cash App?
Wow. Yeah, this was Kendra's Cash App era, right? She was giving away money.
Kendra, I don't have no money to get a lawyer. Send me money.
Could have been. Could have been.
Now that I watched this like a third time, yeah, Kendra, you were supposed to send us some money.
That's what she was really looking for.
Well, that's what she was looking for. You ain't have to send her nothing, but this was Kendra's era of sending money, and it just, I guess the story wasn't powerful enough.
It didn't hit hard enough.
Oh Lord!
If this is a true situation, there's a lawyer that would make so much money, he would get so much media coverage that he would take your case because this is going to be the media payoff, right? But when there are lawyers who are not willing to take your case pro bono, it's because they don't believe they have enough facts to prove your allegations other than what you said. Like, I don't know were there videos. I mean, I'm assuming hospitals have videos. There's no video proof of her in the hospital when you were in the hospital. Oh, there is.
But she was taking pictures with photographers. It was
so there's video proof the day that you gave. So just to be clear, the day you gave birth, you have video proof of her in the hospital that same day.
Yes, it was on magazines. It was on the news.
Do you have the video proof yourself?
I have an article saying that she was there on that day.
I want to make sure you're hearing. Hold on. I want to make sure you're hearing this question.
She just answered you.
Do you have video proof that you have that confirms that she was in the hospital the same time you were in the hospital when you gave birth to your twins, allegedly?
I have a photo that's a screenshot of an article of her being there on that specific day. Then the article just up and just disappeared.
Okay,
but I have a screenshot on my page.
So Miracle, the answer
I don't have access to that. How would she get the footage?
Okay, well,
yeah. You do not have, because I think right now we're in a technology world, and I'm
but she's not a cop.
The videos forever.
Damn it.
So that would have been the first.
You need a warrant for that type of information, like footage. They're just not going to give it to you. And this is not. I don't know if they would give it to her. Well, they probably would if she had a lawyer.
If it was a case, if it was had to be evidence. If it was considered somewhere that is evidence.
Yeah.
She can't get the evidence first. Like that's
they would have to subpoena for those. For those records and whatnot.
Access to that like that.
But Kendra keep asking the question, like, okay, so her being in the hospital that day proves what? It doesn't prove that she took her child. It just means that she was there on that day. Okay. Yes. So she was there.
Yes.
Okay. So what else?
Okay, you can see a video of her there taking photos with doctors. That doesn't mean she was there for that. I respect the pushback that she's giving her, right? But it's like you gotta have some sense with your pushback. Like it's not you just pushing back with nothing behind it. Like you have to have a point to your pushback. Like you dead wrong. You don't even know what you talking about. I'm not saying I believe her or not. I'm just saying if we're going to question things, we have to have some logic behind our questions. Anyway, let us continue.
Thing to have is video
stealing babies forever.
Say again?
This hospital has been stealing babies forever also. Okay. So
there's a history.
Well, listen, I want to say this. I am wishing you the best in life.
So where is the proof that they've been stealing babies? Because then you could have a case. This hospital is known for doing this. So my baby was just another one of the babies that have gotten stolen from this hospital. Like they're running some type of baby mill or whatever.
Right.
Like that where's the proof?
Rolling, right? That wouldn't probably start the snowball for them to look a little closer into what's going on.
Like, where's the evidence? Like, you're just saying this. Where's the evidence, ma'am?
Did you call back to give me an update? Did you call back looking for a man? What was your intentions tonight?
Well, looking for someone.
Okay, so you want to focus on looking for a man.
You looking for your son.
Okay.
You ain't looking for nobody.
How old are you?
It don't matter. We skipping ahead to the rest of the story.
Get to the good part.
Right. It don't matter what she looking for. Like, ain't no man probably not going over there. Again, drop down in the comments if y'all going over there. If y'all interested, y'all can find a hit Miracle up. Like,
what's up with this wig though, Miss Miracle? Lord have mercy. Like a poodle. Like a damn Bijan on top of your head. Lord.
Yeah, she just picked that up at the beauty store.
Slap that right on top.
No thought about it.
You have some paid questions. Do you want them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what the cousins want to say. LII said, Miss Kendra, ask her why her son is in his 30s and she's only 45. I think
you don't know the answer.
She's actually 43. 43.
And it's not a boy, it's a girl.
I think you did share this last time. Do you want to share it again?
I was pregnant at a young age, yes. By my first love, he was from Jamaica.
Okay. All right.
We found out in the previous video that he was a kingpin, and she was the dance hall queen.
The original dance hall queen.
And she got pregnant. And and she got pregnant at 12 by her first love, the kingpin. Okay.
Waterhouse. This is what she said.
Divine Photo says, you're on an American dating show, not wanting American men. Are you sure you aren't the problem?
No, I'm not the problem. Because I haven't had that many relationships, but between women and men, my relationships are always long lasting for several years. So it's not me. I'm not the problem. It's just.
You sure? It seemed like you got 99 problems and not one solution.
I'm saying you problematic. This lady got some of the most. She got to be a top 3. She might be a GOAT. She just might be the GOAT of problematic and issues going on. If we listed them all out. Like, come on, man. There's no reason to go over there. Like this, she is the problem. There's no man can solve this. Nothing you can do.
Only Jesus.
No, let me say, no mortal. There's no mortal.
No mere mortal can solve this.
You got to be a god, or at least a lower tier god, to even attempt to do anything over there. Like, come on, man. She needs some kind of other help. There's a lot going on. There's too much going on. If we take any of this to be true. All right. Let us continue.
That I had a hell of a life. And it's hard. Oh, that's what I want to say, Kendra. Got to work on my trusting, because you have to trust in order to have a relationship.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to say. Trust. I've been through so much.
Minute. You can't wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait one damn second, Queen. If y'all didn't join us in the other parts, I asked the question if she made it seem like Sandra Bullock got control of the government and assassins and the doctors are getting knocked off and all that. I asked, well, why wouldn't they attempt to take her out? She said they did, and all these things were happening, right? Now she's on the internet opening herself up for another attack. What if Bullock do send in the secret agents through the Kendra Singles app or live or something to inject you with something when you think you about to get some penis? He inject you with something else, and then it's over for you. Like, I don't think you could trust anybody if what she's saying to be correct. They crashing the service vans and the school bus drivers. They stealing this and that. You opening yourself up for strangers. Like, Bullock got all the money in the world at $1.1 billion. It would take a couple $1,000s to some F-19 to come in there and jig you with the serum, and it's over for you. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I've been watching too many movies.
All of this is hypothetical and alleged.
Of course. Like, if what she's saying, this is her imaginary story that everybody's after her and all of this and all that. I don't believe any of that to be true. But if they're gonna go that far, like, come on, man.
To knock the wall down slowly but surely. I just have to get that feel in a person before,
Okay. Office Jam says, my long lost daughter, who's a rapper that goes by the name of Gorilla, is actually mine. Can you help me find her, Kendra?
I'm done.
I think they're trying to mock you. Let me say this to that. Do you have any of? There's a lot of people who don't believe your story. How does that make you feel?
It don't make me feel less of a woman because I know my truth, and I know God still has me here for a reason to tell my story and to help other women out. I know the truth will come out sooner or later, but that is my son. The reason why Lewis don't know anything now is because he's being kept away from the internet.
You think he's been kept away from the internet for 16 years?
He has been kept away from the internet. I mean, she says it in her little shows and her little interviews. Like I said before, she has said a lot on Red Table Talk, and everybody, from my understanding on my pages, everybody believes me on all my platforms. And the pictures they looking more and more alike day by day.
Okay. Now, also, the hospital couldn't confirm that you gave birth to twins. So what was that scenario again for the people who are watching this? Because you were on our show before and it was a real popular video, but there are some people who did not see that interview. So what was the circumstance when you allegedly gave birth to the twins, and how come the hospital doesn't have documentation of you giving birth to twins?
Well, I was told the whole time in 2007, as I was in chronic pain for 24/7 every day, all day, and I kept collapsing to the ground. I kept going to my primary care doctor, and I kept saying something's really wrong with me. I don't feel good. It felt like I'm going to die. What is going on? They kept lying, giving me the runaround. They would say it was a tumor. It was an ulcer. They kept saying it was my fibroids. It was my cycle. It was this. It was that. They were just telling me anything. To make a long story short, it's no paper trail of me being pregnant. I had no medical treatment of me being pregnant. Like I said, I didn't know that I was pregnant until I was called in on my day off to cook for Pope Benedict, and I was fired on my day off because I kept going to the bathroom not knowing that I was in labor. So I was rushed to the hospital, and I was given an ultrasound. In that room, when I opened my eyes, I seen two big babies on the monitor. And then the lady got on the phone and called the doctors, and they rushed in. They said, Miracle, you and your babies aren't going to make it. We have to wheel you to labor and delivery stat. Then as they were wheeling me, I noticed that the other nurse or doctor was injecting an unknown substance in my IV that kept making me woozy. Then after wheeling me, I kept seeing blinking lights. As I got closer, I seen a photographer. Then I seen Sandra Bullock directly outside of the operating room they were taking me to.
The blinking lights was the glory. Don't walk into the light, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go back to other parts, based on our research of what we have seen, she did admit that she was on PCP that day. I think maybe she was overdosing or something that, they telling you not gonna make it unless we pump your stomach or, we gotta deliver these babies, and you go into the light. Don't step into that light. That's them blinking lights.
Right.
You thought it was a photographer's. It's about to be over for you.
What?
Sure.
What do they give you when you overdose on Sherm? Somebody put that in the comments. I don't even know what's the drug. Can you overdose on Sherm? I don't know. I don't know nothing about no goddamn PCP. Let us continue, man.
And then I tried to take my phone out to get the video and the picture, Kendra, but they
So wait, while you were in labor, You try to take out your phone and take a picture of Sandra Bullock?
I was being wheeled down the hallway. I was happy to see her. This was my favorite celebrity back then.
Let's just stop it right there.
On your phone in 08.
But let's stop right there. You about to pass from this world. You about to pass.
Get my phone.
They gotta deliver the babies, right? But let me whip out my phone and take a picture of Sandra Bullock. Get me up in this operating room and let's deliver these babies.
I had a crush on this woman, but I was just psyched to see her. I never seen, a celebrity up in person like that. So I'm like, what in the world is she doing here? But I didn't think about she was there to steal my baby. But the hospital is so big. So why were you outside of my operating room taking pictures? And then there's a lot of females who did my story and said stuff on social media, and they putting two and two together. So it's a lot of people on my side. And like I said,
you don't find it suspicious that she had a crush on Sandra Bullock? And all of a sudden, Sandra Bullock is the object of her delusions? Okay.
I said before, my son that lives with me, his birth certificate is wrong. It has June 17th on there. I had my twins April the 17th. The hospital records has been tampered with. I never received my ultrasound picture. Like I said before, the doctor was killed after I met her in 2015 at the hospital going to visit my auntie and my cousin that was hospitalized there. She was there. She apologized. She cried to me. She told me everything.
Oh, Sandra Bullock apologized to you in a minute?
No, I said the doctor, Dr. Lorraine Gillian. I met her there after she vanished from getting paid for selling my baby to Sandra Bullock. She admitted what she done to me, the doctor, Dr. Lorraine Gillian, who did my emergency C-section. And I supposed to met with her the next day. It's an article on that too. I posted it on my page.
So you have the article from the newspaper?
The article from Dr. Lorraine Gillian, the newspaper when she died.
So there's an interview about that conversation?
No, it's not about my conversation, but it's about her dying the next day, which I supposed to met her at the hospital so she could give me what she took out of my medical file. That's what she told me. But when I went to meet her the next day, I kept calling and they kept putting me on hold. And then they came back to the phone and was like, well, if you some close to her or you about to have a meeting, then I think you should know that she was just found dead in her house.
So the first day you met her, where did you meet her at? The hospital?
Yeah, OBGYN. She did my emergency.
So the day before she died, allegedly, why didn't she just give you the paperwork while you were at the hospital that day?
She vanished in 2008, Kendra. After she sold my baby and got paid, she left.
So she
was
just
nowhere to be found
that
for
same
several
day
years.
you was at the hospital.
No, you just told us that you saw her one day and then she was
2015, correct?
Right.
And she said that I told her I was going to the newsstand. I'm going to everybody. I remember what she did to me.
Wait, Miracle, hold on a second. I'm asking, when you saw her that one day, why didn't she give you the medical paperwork that day?
Maybe it wasn't in the hospital. She said she wanted to give me the stuff that she took out of my file, out of my medical records. So obviously
it was in her personal. So she kept it in her personal home.
Kendra, you ain't never seen those spy movies,
right?
Conspiracy movies. You can't have the stuff on you there when you make first contact.
Nah, you gotta meet me over here. We in the hospital where I did the work. They watching us. Or it could be, you know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta meet me at the cabin out.
You gotta meet me. Take the lane.
In the bookshelf. Yeah.
Take Route 22, make that right by that one house, and then come back. But you gotta make sure nobody following you.
Absolutely.
And knock 3 times, and do a whistle, and I know it's you.
Right.
And I got the evidence for you.
Right. She was going to meet up with her. Somebody probably peeped it. Somebody else working with you know who in the agency. And they said, oh, she's talking. She about to rat. And they knocked her off right there.
So, but I don't know if she gets into it. How did this doctor pass away? How did she? Was it an accident? They said they found a dead.
She said killed a couple different times. She didn't say murdered. She said killed. I don't know. So that would be an assassination of the doctor because the doctor got the evidence. I mean, they moved quick. She said that the lady disappeared in 2008 and she just happened to just pop. Why they didn't do what they wanted to do, silence her before then. So with the day that y'all link up, doc is the doc goes to the upper room. And I'm saying, again, they got all this power, but they can't seem to get to you. I don't know.
Yes, that's what she was told me. And I said, well, okay. I went and packed my kids up to go meet her the next day at the hospital, and she was dead.
Okay. So you
and then I have another nurse. Look on my page.
Say it again.
I have another nurse. It's another person who found me on Facebook. She is a nurse. Her name is Rebecca Washington. She's willing to testify. She was a nurse at the same hospital. So yes, I have her word as well.
Okay.
But wait 1 minute. I'm going back to what you just said. Why would you say her full name, her full government like that? If they are potentially getting to these people and unaliving them, you just put Rebecca Washington whole government list. Right.
We know who's the mole now.
We know who's old. Rebecca.
See?
Lord.
You gotta be more discreet. Like you're going on Facebook and doing all these posts and all that. Come on, man. If they own you, you gotta move like that.
Lord, you just told that lady whole name. And if she's willing to have her name out, if you get jammed up, don't mention my name. But if she's willing for you to put her name out there, why won't she just go to the police and give her statement? Oh, we gotta wait for her to testify. No, you go to the police,
not even write your case.
Write your statement. Go on official record and write your statement and give it to the police.
It's like he's like one step ahead. Like you don't have a case. Like there's nothing to testify on. They make, like you said, if she gave the statement, maybe that might get the ball rolling. Like
here's another
option before the horse.
But she could also, again, instead of waiting for her to go testify, how about you record yourself saying what you were going to testify and say in court? Go on camera and turn it on and testify. Say I am Rebecca Washington, whatever my name recording. Is, and I live here, and this is, she improved her identity, and say what she about to say. You put that on a flash drive and encrypt it, and you only get
this is the cloud.
and they need your password, and you have sent it to multiple people, so multiple people got a copy of this.
Yeah.
We ain't seen enough spy movies. You working against yourself. You giving out names of who trying to help you. This is why I don't believe this, because I don't know. Like I just said, if I knew somebody was onto me or look, I would do just that. You go on camera, record your confession, put it on this flash drive, or we're gonna encrypt this hard drive. I'm gonna send it to you, and you. In the event of my demise, this gets released to the public. So deleting me does not delete the story.
Right.
It's still gonna get out there. Unless you can find everybody that I sent it to. I ain't even tell you who I sent it to.
Right.
You'll never know. It could be in a bookcase.
Right. In itself, buried somewhere under the house.
Right. You'll never know.
Briefcase.
You'll never know where it's at. You'll never know the location. So you got to keep me alive. So I know we're talking hypotheticals here, but I'm thinking ahead.
I mean, if they on you, like this is what she said. Yeah.
You got to keep me alive.
Right.
And I'm not putting other people that got potentially that can help me. I'm not putting your name out there, because I'm seeing other people is getting unalived. The doctor got unalived. The nurse got unalived. They're potentially getting unalived by unknown people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put you out there and volunteer to help me.
Right.
Why would I do that? Why would I put you in danger? Thank you for coming forward and backing up my story. So I'm not going to put you out there like that.
One last question. So just when you were telling the story, and I remember we went over this the first time. So you were pregnant with twins for 9 months and had no idea you was pregnant with twins until the day you went in labor.
It was actually 10 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days pregnant.
11 months.
Okay. Pregnant. So you were pregnant for I didn't say, I said 9 months. If I said 9 months, I apologize.
Yeah.
So you were pregnant for over 10 months with twins and had no idea you were pregnant.
Correct.
And that's when you weighed more.
Correct. I was real big.
Okay.
And I have a thyroid issue. So my thyroids was acting up as well. And thyroids make me big. And that's why I was like, I can't do it.
Okay. Okay. So that was the backstory for those who weren't here the first time. Did I ask you the question, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
He wouldn't.
Because I'm honest, truthful, fun. I know how to cook. I clean. Even though I have a medical condition, I still get up and do me.
Okay. Do you want any more paid questions?
You can go ahead.
All right. Miss JA5 said, if you didn't even know you were pregnant with twins until you were in labor, how would Sandra Bullock have known you were going to deliver at the exact time and have pre-arranged to be there?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that question, because another person made an article and explained exactly how that she can do this. If a person see a poor Black girl and don't think I'm fit to have a baby because I was a lesbian, and they knew my story of why.
Wait
a minute, man.
Let's go back.
If a person see a poor Black girl and don't think I'm fit to have a baby because I was a lesbian, and they knew my story of why me and my fiance had did the little threesome to have a baby or to get pregnant. You see somebody pull from the ghetto, Kendra, and you see that they're coming to the hospital by themselves, constantly by themselves. That's obligated for someone to take advantage of you anyway. And then, like I said before, my doctor was in on it too. They kept telling me I wasn't pregnant. So it was a scheme. It was a plan the whole damn time.
I don't believe it. Sandra Bullock knew. Let's go back over it. Sandra Bullock knew that you had a threesome with your girlfriend and baby daddy and got pregnant. She knew that. She knew that you would be at the Pope event and you was gonna pass out that day. Sandra Bullock knew that you was pregnant, but you didn't know you was pregnant. So that means that the doctor was giving your files, medical files, to Sandra Bullock, and Sandra Bullock reading them. Oh yeah, this is the one. Okay. Sandra Bullock. Wow. Sandra Bullock knew all of this. And she paid $1.1 billion to get all this information and pay everybody off to get this information, and that she was a poor Black girl from whatever you just said.
They spent more money. Again, she could have bought a whole damn country worth of little Africans for that, if that's what she was pursuing.
This is wow. Like, she waited for you.
Look what it would take to do or to pull all that off.
Like, that seemed like a lot.
Cheap. Like, that's crazy. Like, for your baby specifically. And then again, you didn't even know you was pregnant. Wouldn't it have been easier for them to just take both of them? Like, I mean, it don't make sense, man.
It don't.
It doesn't. It's not like you knew the whole time you was having twins. It was a surprise to you, or from what you saying.
Yeah, like, it was a surprise to her. So how does Sandra Bullock know?
Right. And why would they leave a gap? This is where it gets Hollywood. Like, why would they leave a gap like that? Why wouldn't they take both babies, or make it so? Perhaps, I'm not saying not to be nefarious, but perhaps it was just one baby, if you know what I mean. Like, why would they leave a twin for you to connect the dots later on? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
None of this
makes sense as a plot. Like if we was watching a movie, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." But
this sounds like Tyler Perry wrote this.
Jeez, man, come on, man.
And I watch a lot of Tyler Perry
and movies in general.
But I feel like he need better writings in his. He be writing all his shows and stuff and movies. And I said this to you, like Tyler Perry need to hire some writers because this don't make sense.
Right.
This what this sound like. Tyler Perry wrote this, and it's got plot gaps. It don't make sense.
He wrote it in a drunken stupor.
Sandra Bullock knew all of this. Okay.
And she waited, mind you 11, you damn near 11 months pregnant. So she was on standby until the Pope touched down in DC. So that was when we were going to enact. You know what I mean?
That particular day is the day.
I don't know, man. High fantasy, this seems like.
I just don't. Now, see, parts of what she be saying is true. Now, I'm not saying that Black women, poor from the ghetto hood, don't get victimized like this. That's very well happens. But this story is wild.
That's far lengths to go for one baby. Of the gang banged out dance hall queen, 12-year-old mother of whatever. Like, why would they do that? Like, that doesn't make sense. You know, this ain't no goddamn pure specimen. And
she probably would have did better just walking up to you and say, "Ma'am, can I buy one of your kids?"
Right.
And can I? Yeah, just sign over the rights. I'll pay you the 1.1 billion. Is that what you upset about? You didn't get the 1.1 billion in your
maybe you got swept out of the deal and all that.
You just wanted to be a part of the deal.
Right. There might have been a deal that Bullock reneged on, and now you on the hunt or whatever. That could be a possible scenario as well.
This is all hypothetical. This is
we just
all this alleged. Like, but what if
fiction.
She feel
this
like
is all fiction?
Right. This is a fictional tale. What if she feel like she wanted to? There was some money exchanged and she didn't get her hands on it.
Proper cut, yeah. Or cut
I'm okay. I'm okay with y'all taking one of the twins, but y'all didn't give me my money.
Right.
But let us continue.
So they had this set up. So if they knew I was pregnant, but I didn't know I was pregnant, they did the calculations and stuff. They should know. They should know when I'm going to be expectant. However, and then I kept going to all the hospitals in the DMV area, Maryland, DC, and Virginia, going to everybody's hospital, complaining about pain, and everybody shut me out the door.
So what this person is claiming is, because what she's saying is you had no idea you were pregnant. So how will Sandra Bullock know the exact time, exact location you're going to go in labor?
The doctors.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. And I have never given birth to a child, but I do believe that date isn't guaranteed. So is the assumption is she was just in the hospital for days waiting until you came in that particular hospital?
I don't think so. No, I just feel as though it was a plan. It was an inside job. Sandra Bullock.
Right, but hold on, Miracle. Hear this out for a second. You didn't, like, when you went into labor, there was no guarantee you were going to go into labor that day, that time. And even you just said you went to several hospitals. So you could have showed up to several different hospitals too. So
that was all the hospitals.
Miracle, let me finish and then you can respond. So where the confusion becomes is you were pregnant with twins. You had no idea. When you went into actual labor, you know, there's no way for the doctor, if she was in on it, to know the exact time you're going to come to the hospital, the exact hospital, because you told us you went to several hospitals. So this would mean that Sandra Bullock would have to be just around until all the doctors, because you could have went to a different hospital, called her to arrive. So that's where the confusion for a lot of people are coming in. Like, how would she know the precise time that you were about to go into labor? And even you said you went to several hospitals.
Mm-hmm. Not during the labor time, but during the whole pregnancy. And yeah, you're right. When they give you a date, I get 2 days.
So Sandra Bullock paid off all the hospitals? All the doctors?
All the okay. And all the judges as well.
in the greater DMV area. Okay. Yep. Wow.
Different dates. I'm the only woman that get 2 different dates. Because number one is like my body is different. And my twins, I went all the way 10 months, 3 weeks. I wasn't supposed to go that long. That's why my body bust open like that. All my other kids come out at 7 months. So doctors do know. I don't know how to say it, but this woman knew. The doctors had something planned. She was there at that hospital, and Sandra Bullock is from Virginia anyway. And she do have a sister that still live across the bridge from me. So I'm just going to throw it out there. The woman was there. She was outside my house.
So what the sister got to do with that? She be in Virginia because she got a sister, or do you be spying on her sister? Like she live across the bridge from me. Yeah, I know when that whole be over there. Lord.
Outside of the ER room that I was being operated on. Why was she nowhere else inside the building? The boy that she got look identical to mine. My son paperwork not adding up either. Medical records been tampered with. People with money can do all these weird, strange things.
I do agree with that. People with money can do crazy, strange things. I agree with that. But what is the evidence that Sandra Bullock did this?
Okay, last question on this. A lot of people, I think, agree with this person. Some people do feel that maybe you have a schizophrenia, I'm probably saying it wrong, disorder, a medical condition, a mental disorder.
I get PTSD. If I was labeled schizophrenic, then a psychiatrist would have labeled me. I don't have that on my record.
Okay. All right, we're going to end it there.
That don't mean you're not.
Okay.
Well, listen, you've been very transparent. You're standing 10 toes down in your story. I have to say this is alleged. I do have to also admit that a lot of things just don't align, right? They don't align to what you're saying. So proof would have to be given for me.
Well, I do have some proof, Kendra. The ambulance report I told you about before. Like I said, my son that lives with me, the medical records are saying June the 17th. I'm telling you, April the 17th, the same day Pope Benedict came to Washington, D.C.
Right, but also another thing is, and again, I don't know this woman in real life, but I know that 2 years after when you said your twins were born, she showed up with a younger baby. Like your son wouldn't have been like
in the magazine
on the cover of the magazine. I don't know her in real life.
she can't escape that part.
Follow my story because she has another little baby that she's posting, but she don't have him as adopted. So
okay. Well, here's the deal. I know you said you wanted. We always do.
Okay, miracle. So Sandra Bullock got another baby that she uses as a pseudo fill-in baby. Okay, whatever. I've already gave my final thoughts on the story in the last video, so y'all can go to that and I break down what I think is going on there. But again, I'm gonna say it one more time. I hope that justice and the truth prevails. So if her child was taken from her, her child is returned, and I hope that she is in a condition and state of mind where she can take care of her children. Now, if this is some type of mental illness or trauma, whatever, or she crazy or whatever, I hope she gets the help that she needs. Because this was wild. Like, this just seems like she's in some type of delusion or narrative. But I hope that she gets the help that she needs. So
yeah, same. Or at least some kind of closure or something. She's chasing this, and I don't know. I just don't know what to make of it. Seems all kind of crazy, but you never know in life, right? Sometimes we might have seen crazier things, or crazier things are yet to come. But we're going to leave it right there. We had some fun with this. Again, check out all 3 parts. We thank y'all for tuning in, sticking with us. We know we ran a little long, but just kicking it around. More trauma dumping from Kendra, the not therapist, not journalist. So anyway, we enjoyed you. You guys tune in, Stay tuned with us. We got some more bangers coming. You know what we do here. You guys be safe out there. We'll catch y'all on the next one.